Hey, did you figure out what this one is? Back again? Yes, it is making a lot of noise. History with my medals that I won, kind of, not really. But we're going to finish talking about J.C. Owens. Remember, his name was James Cleveland J.C., but when his teacher heard him say it with his little southern accent, she thought he was saying Jesse, and he was too respectful to correct her, so he became known as Jesse. So we're going to go on today. Don't forget to review over Jim Thorpe as well. By the way, before I forget, there is a history test on Friday. So I told you that earlier, that there's a language test on Friday. There is also a history test on Friday. I know they're both on the same day. I'm sorry about that. But language and history. But then when you're done with those, you don't have to worry about language or history for that day and just the other subjects. So, but language and history test on Friday. So a history test is going to be over the Wright brothers, George Washington Carver, and Thorpe and Owens that we just went over. So we'll be reviewing the rest of the week for that, because this is the end of talking about Jesse Owens today. And then we'll review each of those chapters the rest of the week until Friday when we have our test. Okay, so let's turn to page 389 in your history books. Talent discovered, 389. Jesse always liked to run during recess. Well, what did we say he loved to do? His most favorite thing to do? Right, run barefoot through the fields, right? He loved doing that. Well, his favorite thing to do during recess was just to run. He's just running all the time. One day, Mr. Riley, the track coach, came for the junior high team, saw Jesse and a group of his friends running. He is fast, thought Mr. Riley. If I could get him on my team, I know we would win. Mr. Riley asked Jesse to join the track team and practice after school each day, but Jesse had to work in the afternoons to help the family pay their bills. He worked at a greenhouse, at a grocery store, and as a messenger boy. Mr. Riley agreed to meet with Jesse before school to teach him how to run even faster. So here's this young boy in junior high, the age of the 6th, 7th, 8th graders, okay? He's in junior high and he goes to school all day long and then goes to a greenhouse or works at a grocery store or goes and brings messages to people to help his family have the money to be able to live, okay? This boy worked hard, and when he knew that he wanted to be able to do something, he wants to be able to run. He wants to learn how to run faster. The only time that he couldn't meet in the afternoons because he had job responsibilities. He wasn't going to ask his parents, can I please stop having these jobs? Because he knew that he needed to help his parents with the money. So the only time he could do it is before school. That meant that he and his teacher, his track coach, were both very dedicated because his track coach had to get up earlier. And look at what it says. On school days, Jesse woke up at sunrise. That's how much he wanted to be a runner and to be good at it. He loved it so much that he said, you know what? I'm going to get up. And I'm going to go meet my coach, and I'm going to be ready to learn how to run well. He woke up at sunrise to head to school early for practice. When you love something enough, you'll dedicate the time to it that it deserves. And it's important. If you want to be better and you want to get better at things, it's going to take work and determination, and that's what he had. Look at what his coach told him to help him. Run like the track is on fire, Mr. Riley told him. Jesse soon started setting records in high jump and long jump as a member of his junior high track team. As he moved on to high school, he began to break even more records. In 1932, Jesse even tried out for the Olympic team, the U.S. Olympic team. However, he was not chosen at that time. Oh, well, forget it. Then it's never going to happen, and I'm not going to worry about it. That was dumb. I shouldn't have even tried. I mean, why? No. Look what it says. He knew there would be another chance in just 4 years. 4 years from now, I'm going to try again. I didn't make it this time. Oh, well. Okay, boys and girls. That's what I want you to start thinking in your life. Okay, I messed up on this one, or I didn't get this one, or this didn't work out the way I thought it would. It's okay. I'll have another chance. Okay? He knew 4 years, 4 years, that's a long time away. I may as well just give up. It's too much. No, he thought 4 years from now, I'll probably be stronger and better, so it'll be fine. You have to have the right mindset, the right attitude, the right spirit. He just figured, I've got 4 more years to keep practicing, so I will do that. 1936 comes, I'll be ready, and I'll be ready to run and do my very best job in the Olympics then, because I'm pretty sure that they'll choose me then. He just knew, there's another chance. 4 years, I'll try again. Stop and think on the bottom of page 389. What's important enough for you to get up early in the morning for? Oh, we're going to Disney. I gotta get up. I gotta get up early. I gotta be, Mom, Dad, I'm ready to go. When are we leaving? Well, we're not leaving for another couple hours. Okay, but I got my bags packed and I'm ready to go. Please, can we just, we're up early. Or special holiday, Christmas, we're up. The sun hasn't even come up yet. But I know that it's time to go downstairs and open presents. Right, Mom, Dad? Come on, let's go. The Bible says a good way to start your day is by reading his word, the Bible, and talking to him. And if we really want to do that, and we take it as something that's important, we will. Now, I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you. I, have every desire to, oh yes, I'm going to, wake up, pray, seek God's word and seek him. And then I go, oh, but I'm tired. To do the things that I want to do. Oh, I'm up and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to teach you guys and get out here and do what I have to do. But then some days I'm like, oh, I'll just sleep another 5 minutes. Oh, another 10 minutes. Oh, I missed out on having my devotions or having my prayer time or having my... So I'm talking to myself just as much. But when we find the thing that we really want and love and enjoy, we're willing to do whatever it takes to do that thing or to get to time for that thing. Well, that's what it should be with God's word and talking to him. Look at what it says in Psalm 63:1. Oh God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. We should seek the Lord, seek him, talk to him in prayer before you start your day so that you can start your day off on a good, sure footing. And that's an important thing to recognize. Berlin Olympics. This is interesting. While Jesse was in college at Ohio State University, he competed on their track team and was so fast that he was known as the Buckeye Bullet. Well, that's the mascot of Ohio State University. They're called the Buckeyes. It's the Buckeye State anyway, too. So they're the Buckeyes. And so he was so fast, they called him the Buckeye Bullet. In 1936, oh yeah, that's when he's going to try out again for the Olympic team. I wonder if he made it this time. Well, let's find out. In 1936, he was finally chosen for the Olympic Games in Berlin, Germany. Jesse Owens was determined to represent the United States well and believed he could win. He had the mindset, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to represent the United States and I'm going to win. I believe I can. He said that each event he competed in was a lifetime of training for just 10 seconds. And you have to think, that must have been what it felt like. He's been training ever since he was a little junior high kid, getting up at sunrise every day. And some days he'd get up a little bit later if he didn't have to get up for school. But he had been training for years through junior high, high school, college. Finally, he gets his chance to compete. And those races, long jump and high jump, you run down the thing, you jump, you do the pole, whatever it is, I don't know. But all these different things, it's like seconds, and it determines whether you win or whether you lose. And he's like, all this lifetime of training for just 10 simple seconds. But he gave his very best, and he began to win each competition he entered. Adolf Hitler, it's a name that you'll hear a lot more as you get older in some of the older grades in the history. He was the leader of Germany. He wrongly believed that his race of people was better than any other race. And remember, that's where they were. They were in Germany for these Olympics in Berlin. And so they're in Germany. Adolf Hitler's going, my race is the best race. We're going to beat everybody. We're going to win everything. We are the best. We're strongest. We're better. Well, Jesse Owens proved Adolf Hitler was wrong. And he even made a new friend, a German friend, in the process. And back then, that was not something that happened. Germany was not close to other people. They thought they were better. They agreed with Hitler. So especially for a young black man, African American man, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. A friendship's not going to happen, but it did. Let's see what happens. During the long jump trials, Jesse Owens made a mistake 2 times. His first 2 tries, he made a mistake. If he made one more error, so I don't know what the mistake was, but a lot of times when you're doing the long jump, I believe it's when you run and then you have to take off from a certain spot and then jump. You can't let your hands touch behind you. You have to be careful not to skid, not to go on your bottom. You have to make sure when you take off the jump, you don't go a step over this certain line. So he must have stepped over the line, or his hands went back, or he fell or something, okay, in the sand. If he fell or made a mistake that 3rd time, he would be out of the event. And Lutz Long, the German athlete that he competed against, would win if Jesse Owens did not have a successful 3rd jump. During the finals, Jesse Owens is getting ready. He's at that point and he's thinking, I've got to land this. If I don't land it right, then I lose and Lutz Long wins. I mean, it's fine, but I really want to win this really badly. And he's poised and he's waiting for the whistle or the judge or whatever to say go. And he goes, and look what happens. Jesse Owens beat Lutz Long and even set a new world record. He won 4 Olympic gold medals. No American had ever done that before. So 4 medals in this place in Germany where Hitler thought, my people are the best people. There's nobody like the Germans. We are the strongest. We are the best. We are this. And here's this American who comes over and gets 4 medals, more than any other American had ever done before that. Those two men, Lutz Long and Jesse Owens, became good friends. Look at the picture of them at the bottom of the page, and stayed in touch until Lutz Long died while fighting in World War II. So they were friends, and they probably would have continued to be friends all throughout their lives if Lutz Long hadn't died during World War II. After the Olympics. Oh, I can only imagine the great things that happened after the Olympics. I mean, he's this well-known Olympian and he's one of the greatest athletes in the world. So, I mean, he must have had all kinds of good things come his way. Well, let's find out. Even though Jesse Owens had become the fastest man on earth, he did not have an easy life after the Olympics. Everyone wanted to shake his hand, but no one wanted to give him a job. We saw you in the Olympics. You were great. Oh, no, I can't give you a job. No, sorry, I can't help you there. Jesse Owens was often mistreated because of the color of his skin, because of his skin color. They would say, oh, sure, but no, we can't have you. Yeah, that's because you don't belong in this area or this place or in this job. You wouldn't be right fit. You wouldn't be. And he wasn't even given opportunities just because of color of his skin. By this time, he was married with a family to support. He tried many different sports jobs, but was not successful. But if we know anything about him, just like with George Washington Carver, just like with the Wright brothers, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop him. Finally, he traveled around the country, giving speeches about helping young people get active and play sports. This was the perfect job for Jesse Owens. Many years after Jesse Owens' Olympic Games, he was awarded the Medal of Freedom. Later, President Jimmy Carter honored him with a Living Legacy Award. When Jesse Owens died in 1980, his greatest honor was yet to come. 10 years later, President George H.W. Bush presented Mrs. Jesse Owens, his wife, with a Congressional Gold Medal in her husband's honor. In 1981, the USA Track and Field Association began presenting the Jesse Owens Athlete of the Year Award to an outstanding athlete. It is the highest award given to athletes in the sport, and it honors the hard work and dedication of a world champion. And we look at these men, just Jim Thorpe and Jesse Owens, And they both had the same thing. They had the focused determination to do what they needed to do to get the job done. And because they were focused and because they had that determination, because they wanted it and they were determined to get it, they overcame many obstacles and did what many other people have never done. I mean, we look at most of the world and most of us can't say we've won medals. Miss Monroe can, but not really. Most of Americans can't say, oh yeah, I've won gold medals before. I've been in the Olympics. Yeah, no big deal. No, it is a very big deal. But Jim Thorpe and Jesse Owens, even though they did not have much going for them early on in life, they were able to see some big payoffs because of the hard work and dedication that they put to what they wanted. So stop and think on page 392, what character traits helped Jim Thorpe and Jesse Owens become good athletes? Talk about that with your parents and discuss that because that's an important thing. Then we'll do our comprehension check. You do your comprehension check today, and then we'll check it over tomorrow, okay? Because we'll be reviewing anyway for the test on Friday. So answer the comprehension check questions, and then we'll check them over tomorrow during our history time. All right. Sorry again about that craziness, but hopefully we're all caught up and you guys were able to get the new videos, okay? So take it easy. I will be reading in a little bit, and have a good afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys.